Okay, you guys, I have another one for you. This is going to be about Black excellence and Black celebrities, who they were before they became famous. Love it. So let's get in here, relax, get comfy, and let's watch this together and wake up before you get hit with reality. All right, so let's get into it. I won't keep you too long. All right, let's go.
They thought he'd make America laugh. He made them see us leading. 1970, NBC Thursday nights. Claro Flip Wilson walks onto that stage, not as the sidekick, not as the help, as the star. The first African American to host a successful variety show in television history. Born one of 10 kids in Jersey City, drowning in poverty, foster homes after his mother abandoned them. At 16, he lied his way into the Air Force, started telling these wild stories that had grown men doubled over. They nicknamed him Flip. In 1965, according to Wikipedia archives, Red Fox went on Carson's Tonight Show and was asked who's the funniest comedian alive. Fox answered without hesitation, Flip Wilson. 5 years later, the Flip Wilson Show explodes. Number 2 in the ratings. 2 Emmys, a Golden Globe. Geraldine Jones. The devil made me do it. What you see is what you get. In January 1972, Time magazine put him on their cover with the headline, TV's first black superstar. But we forgot him. Every black comedian who followed, Arsenio, Chappelle, Hart, walked through the door Flip built. He didn't just make us laugh, he made America watch us run the whole show. If this is your first time hearing his full story, that's exactly the problem. Drop a comment. Why did they erase this legend? Share this. Follow Black History Unfiltered.
Was the first black woman playwright on Broadway.
Yes, because my mother used to watch him all the time. I didn't really watch him like that, so I really don't know too much about him, but yes, he most definitely was very, very funny. And he was the most respected at the time stand-up comedy. So, yes, wow. And for Thursdays, I will be bringing you amazing videos on Black excellence, okay? All good and positive things about African American Black people, okay? So that's what we're going to be watching on Thursdays. So let's get into it.
But most people have never heard her story. This is the story of Lorraine Hansberry. In 1959, Lorraine Hansberry made history with her groundbreaking play, A Raisin in the Sun. At just 29, she became the youngest American and first black woman to have a play produced on Broadway. Her powerful storytelling confronted racism, poverty, family struggles, and dreams deferred, resonating deeply with black families across America. But Lorraine's activism didn't stop on stage. She tirelessly fought against racial injustice, housing discrimination, and supported women's rights and LGBTQ rights decades before it became mainstream. Her courage and powerful voice inspired millions during the civil rights movement. Sadly, Lorraine Hansberry passed away from cancer at only 34, leaving behind a profound legacy that many schools overlook today. Lorraine Hansberry changed theater and challenged America, but her story is often forgotten. If you didn't know this, share this video, because this is history they don't teach in schools.
Everything is so expensive, and you want to know something? Everybody's like, oh, but why you care? You rich, this and that. I don't think people really understand. Like, look, there's a lot of people that lives in my house, and I give like a certain amount of money in the cars. I get a budget of everything that is being spent in my house. When I'm seeing the groceries and my aunt is saying like, oh no, we need more money in the card. And it's like, what you mean I need more money? And I'm seeing like, damn, the groceries are being...
What was Megan Thee Stallion's job before the fame? Wow. I mean, I was always professionally a bad bitch. I worked...
So the Cardi, I'm pretty sure, was stating where she, where she came from, because she wasn't always rich and her family isn't rich. So where they came from, New York City. So New York City, I'm pretty sure the groceries are going to be more expensive than a lot of other cities, but that's okay. But they were not as expensive as it is now, especially if she still reside in New York City. I'm not sure. I never really looked that up, you know. But other than that, that is what I'm getting from her, because I'm pretty sure, you know.
That fucking Steak and Shake. I don't know if y'all know what that is, but I worked at Steak and Shake for like 2 months. I worked at Hollister. I worked at like 2 bars. I worked at Bombshells. That was my last job. I thought I was so rich. I used to make all the tips. I had a lot of regulars. I was in there doing my thing, okay? I was a bill collector. Yep, that was me. I was calling your phone. Bitch, pay this bill. Like, you know what's so crazy? People like to cuss bill collectors out. Like, we want to call you and tell you you owe money. Like, you owe this motherfucking money. Why you mad at me? And then they'll call back and be like, put Megan back on the phone. No! Okay, stop, homie, Tim. How blank Megan Thee Stallion blank? Oh, shit. What? How fast can Megan Thee Stallion rap? Was just like a test? Like, I feel like I talk fast in general. I don't know. Go follow me on TikTok and see how fast I can rap and talk. Coming for you, Busta Rhymes. Is Megan Thee Stallion a nice person? Yes, I am. Related to Beyonce? Wow. Who? I don't know which one of y'all was Googling this, but thank you. Like, don't that look like my cousin? Maybe somewhere down there, me and Beyonce need to go get that Ancestry.com, like them swabs, because we might be. I don't know. I'm going to claim it. Beyonce is...
She looked like she got veneers. Well, of course she got veneers because she can't pronounce her words right. It looks like she has trained herself to talk a different way around the veneers. If you can, like, pay attention to how she's talking.
Because we might be. I don't know. I'm going to claim it. Beyonce is my cousin. Beyonce is my sister. Beyonce is... Yes, me and Beyonce are related. With you or meet you, jealous ass trick trying to fuck up my features. Like,
I love it though. Where you can find a lot of celebrities before they got famous, and knowing that they had to work as hard as, like, myself is trying to build a business, trying to build a legacy for ourselves, and it just, I don't know, it just empower you to just stick in there and don't give up on yourself. Everybody has to climb, you know? I mean, not everybody, but the majority has to climb. So just stick in there. As you're climbing, it's going to get a little difficult, but stick in there, you will reach the top.
I get my revenge when I drop out my pictures. I'm pretty like art, bitch. I look like a picture. I get my revenge when I fuck on your nigga. I take that shit back. I'm gonna fuck on your nigga. I fuck on his face, right in your place. Run with his money, I'm going to chase. Moving these bitches right out of my way. Your favorite baddie be stalking my page. Your baby daddy be stalking my page. Your baby mama so minimum wage. Keep that little bitch from the fuck on my face while I beat the bitch up with a fucking briefcase. Full of them bands, full of them ends. Bitch, I'm on top of this bread like an ant. All of my hotties know making the shit. All of these rappers know making that bitch. Wondering how I'm this, how with no deal. Bitches offended by my sex appeal. I'm not a snack nigga, I am a man.
Rick Ross before the fame.
Thinking of a master plan. Now I could put 100 grand in the palm of a nigga hands. I need to hit a lick drastically. I ain't talking slip and slap, but Master P. I put it down like John Doe. Who want dope? Let 9 roll. I hustle just like I'm blindfold. Hit Lincoln Field. And you see it's real. I'm trying to get a meal. They hustling to get a grill. Fake niggas get taped up and sent back. Use a fake nigga. You makes up a good act. I wakes up, breaks up a crip sack. Ghost ride, but most nights I flip packs. I know why. My whole life I get stacks. Use a low life with no stripes. I click clack. Put a slug in them. What a thug in them.
And no one
until
did.
I was able to tell you how I got up.
Mm-hmm.
I had to wait a year and a half before I called Robin Roberts.
Mm-hmm.
I had to be able to tell y'all how I got up.
Yeah.
Anybody can fall.
Yeah.
You can fall out of love, fall out with your parents, fall on the ground. But how do you get up? How do we get up?
Yeah.
Mm.
I couldn't separate my knees for 4 months. Talk about karma. I know you were coming in, girl. No, you were coming in. I couldn't walk for 13 months, Michelle.
Mm-hmm.
You see, I'm walking, and I got the high kick back. You see that?
There
you go.
Where's that angle? I want a good angle.
That's
You see that?
we
For
got
a
the
girl
angle.
that could not separate her knees.
She's back, y'all.
The bitch is back. That's right.
back.
No, and that might be the name of the show. But I'm very excited. I'm very happy. I'm very happy in my life because I didn't know how not to come back.
Mm. We try to help our listeners with your stories and the stories that we have on here.
And you've been doing that throughout this entire conversation.
You have really bestowed on us a lot.
You know, guys, I've had a lot of energy. I shouldn't have drank this coffee. My shrink's going to kill me. But listen, when you look at death in the face, if you come back, you're different.
Mm.
Because you ain't scared no more.
Mm.
I wasn't that scared before, but now I'm unstoppable.
Yes.
But with love.
Yes.
And with grace and gratitude. I took an imaginary water hose and filled every room in my house with liquid gratitude and swam in it throughout that physical therapy.
Yes.
You got to hold on to life. You got to know something's coming. Be ye ready.
Well, we have a listener question, and I think it sort of speaks to, we have a young woman who is asking for advice. And
Lynn from Illinois.
let's hear what...
And let's hear...
How may I help?
This is going to be GloRilla, I think that's her name. But this is her before she became famous. So I got a couple of little short videos on her. I think she is amazing. I love her rap. I love her her craft. I just loved her all around. But I really don't listen to rap like that. But I do. When I do listen to rap, I like to listen to her sometimes. Like Megan, Little Kim at one time, stuff of that nature. So let's get into it.
The number 2, medium or large? Medium or large? Okay. Where? How you know?
I'm gonna make fun of you every time I walk out the door. Every time I go in the door, I'm gonna make fun of you.
Well,
I don't
just
care.
like I'm gonna do you.
I don't care if you sit over there and cry yourself to sleep every night.
Well, you don't have to.
But if you don't break your ass over there,
I want you to put me out. I want you to do it.
Man, he can't put you in jail.
I know we
go to
can't.
hell, you son of a...
get the
Boy.
Who were born poor versus born rich. Cardi B, she was born poor. Snoop Dogg, he grew up poor in Long Beach. Travis Scott, he was born rich, raised in the suburbs. 50 Cent, he was born poor, raised by a single mom. Beckham, he was born poor, moved a lot as a kid. Drake, he was born rich, grew up in a nice area. Nicki Minaj, she was born poor in Trinidad, moved to New York City. Eminem, he was born poor, trailer park life. Kendrick Lamar, he was born poor in Compton. Post Malone, he was middle class, not struggling. XXXTentacion, he was born poor, rough childhood. Future, he was born poor, raised in Atlanta. Mac Miller, he was born rich with a supportive family. A$AP Rocky, he was born poor, Harlem life. Tyga, he was middle class, later claimed hardship. Rappers who were born poor versus...
And I was like, broke. Like, I couldn't even pay my rent at the time.
In 5 years, we're going to look back on this too.
I was reading that you showered at a rest stop and you were performing in front of 50 people.
Before Jack Harlow blew up,
I went on tour with him for free. He was just like, yo, I can bring you on and you can host before I go up on stage, which was like small shows at the time. We had like 50 to 100 people coming out to Jack's shows. He was like, we only got one slot on the bus, so you can't bring none of your friends. I have no money. I don't have a budget to give you to come out. I had to come by myself. He had all his friends, so I wasn't familiar with him or everybody else he was with. It was just, I just had to come on and do my thing. I was like, honestly, this could just help you just get experience on stage. And I was like, all right, bet. And I was like, broke. Like, I couldn't even pay my rent at the time, and I was like, I'm going. Like, it don't matter. He was like, I could pay for your meals, you know, and we'll just figure it out. We used to have conversations, me and Jack, all the time on the bus, like, hey, man, this is what we want to do. This is my goal. This is where I want to be at. This is how I want to be.
In 5 years, we're going to look back on this too.
We both were on the same page with our goals. We didn't really have too big of a fan base, but we definitely had goals that we wanted.
Black actors who had unusual jobs before famous. Number 4, Denzel Washington. Before becoming one of Hollywood's most respected actors, Denzel Washington worked several regular jobs while trying to find his path. At one point, he worked as a garbage collector and also held different small jobs during college before discovering his passion for acting. Number 3, Morgan Freeman. For his legendary acting career, Morgan Freeman served in the United States Air Force as a radar technician. He originally dreamed of becoming a fighter pilot, but later realized his true passion was acting and eventually moved to pursue theater. Number 2, Terry Crews. Before becoming a well-known actor and TV personality, Terry Crews played in the NFL as a professional football player. After retiring from football, he worked as a courtroom sketch artist and security guard before finally breaking into Hollywood. Number 1, Kevin Hart. Before becoming one of the biggest comedy stars in the world, Kevin Hart worked as a shoe salesman in Philadelphia. During that time, he performed...
Oh, so yes, I do remember Kevin Hart is from Philadelphia and he was a shoe salesman. Okay, Kevin, okay. I love it, I love it.
stand-up comedy at night, slowly building the career that would later make him a global star.
She was the first black woman to become a worldwide pop icon. She led the greatest girl group in American history. Her voice turned Motown into a global force.
Diana.
They called her the queen long before anyone else wore the crown. This is Diana Ross. Born in Detroit in 1944, raised in the Brewster Projects, a teenager with focus, drive, and sharp talent. She joined a group called the Primettes. That small group grew into the Supremes. Then history happened. Her voice carried 12 #1 hits to the top of the charts. No girl group matched that total. Songs like Baby Love, Come See About Me, and Stop in the Name of Love ruled radio across the country. Crowds packed venues. Motown watched a star rise faster than anyone expected. She moved into a solo career and raised her status again. Ain't No Mountain High Enough hit #1. Touch Me in the Morning hit #1. Love Hangover lifted her into another league. Tours sold out. Awards stacked up. Her fashion shaped entire decades. Then Hollywood called. Her performance in Lady Sings the Blues earned an Academy Award nomination. She won a Golden Globe Award. Mahogany and The Wiz pushed her reach across the globe. Her accomplishments kept climbing. More than 100 million records sold worldwide. Honors and Lifetime Awards across music and film. Her legacy still stands strong. Beyonce built her stage presence on the foundation Diana laid. Rihanna's style and confidence traced back to her path. Mariah Carey, Whitney Houston, and Janet Jackson reached higher because she raised the ceiling first. Diana Ross changed the direction.
Okay, go Diana Ross. I love you so much. All right, you guys, until next video, let me know what you think, and I will be back next Thursday for more Black excellence.